Well, I think it's time to try my homemade fishing rod. I see them swimming around, but are they gonna bite? He was just heading out. Hook came off and he was just starting to head out, and I trapped him. I trapped him between the rocks by jumping in. But because it's sunny, I can dry out, so I'm not even worried, man. Not even worried. Hi, I'm Greg Ovens, and this is Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. This year, Zach Fowler invited me on his second season of his 30-day survival challenge. For 30 days, we'll have to live off of plants and whatever we can catch and cook. Day 19, finally a beautiful sunny day. I don't see a cloud in the sky. Perfect, we're liking this. So today the idea is to go obviously and catch some fish again. We didn't go fishing yesterday, and so we got to get some fish today. We're gonna go. I'm gonna be setting my set line trap up at the lake, so that we can hopefully see it in action, see it work. So now we might have some more motivation if we get a fish or two, have something to eat, and then get on our shelters for the rest of this afternoon. We might go and look for a gopher or two, but I think we have time to do all of these things today because we'll be in a better mood with the sun too. So it should give us a little more motivation than sitting around in the rain like we have been. So should be a good day. Day 19. First cast or not? Leave your comments below. I don't know. I hope we get more than just one today though. Using my pink lure seems to be a good one. We really need fish today. We haven't had fish for a couple days. That's a bit better. There's one. Had a nibble, but a nibble doesn't feed you, does it? I got one. Now I hope he doesn't get away, because we really need fish. He's fighting hard though. He's fighting hard. I hope he doesn't get away. He's not huge. But he's not bad either. I'm glad I got that on film, but I had to jump in. He came off, and I jumped in the lake and I got him. Oh, I got soaked, but I jumped right on him and I got him. He was just flying. He was just heading out. Hook came off, and he was just starting to head out, and I trapped him. I trapped him between the rocks by jumping in. But because it's sunny, I can dry out, so I'm not even worried, man. Not even worried. Ha! That's how you do it when you're hungry. I landed on a rock beside my knee here, kind of got injured, but I got the fish. I'll put up with the little bang on my knee. I need one more at least. There's one. Got a bite. But I'm happy with one a day. Just something. I got another one. I got another one. Just gotta play them. I don't want him to get away. He looks hooked good. But I got the tension off a bit because I don't really want to lose this one. He's not as big. I got him. Okay, that's 2. I'm going to keep fishing though. He's hooked nice, so he wasn't going to get off likely unless he broke my line. But I'm down to 2 hooks, or like 2 lures, because I've had, I think it's 3 fish now break my line and get away with my lures. And I'm down to 2. So now I'm going to keep fishing. If they're biting, I'm going to keep fishing. This is a nice one here. This guy's, I don't know, 3 pounds. This guy's maybe 2. But, okay, so that is all I need for today. But what if Zach comes, like he's down doing some other stuff right now. But if he shows up and doesn't get any, I want to make sure that I've got something for him too. Because when we're sharing the fish, it just doesn't go as far. So I mean 4, like 2 each a day would be ideal. 34 fish for me now. I think Zach's at 27 as of today. Just a little more. There's one. I got another one. Got another one. She's not bad either, but oh. Well, I'm certainly getting wet. Oh, he wasn't hooked by much, I'll tell you that. Number 3. I'm gonna keep going, but I am getting soaked jumping in to retrieve these fish. But in our situation, we need these fish. Like, people don't understand. Like, we're living off the land for the last 20 days now. Well, 19 days. And when you don't eat, one of these fish, yes, it keeps you kind of going, but we got work to do. We're packing, we're walking like 2 miles a day to this lake every time just to try to catch fish. Well, if we don't have these fish, you got no energy. And we've been sitting in the rain for a week, getting wet, drying clothes constantly. So it just wore us out too. See, the flies are already getting on them. Well, maybe I caught the only ones in this area. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to clean these fish and do something with them. Bloody flies getting in my fish already. I try to keep the livers, the heart and livers I keep on the fish too. See the liver there? Maybe you can't see it too well. See, I keep the livers. And the heart. When you're in a situation like this, you don't want to be wasting any of it. Try to see what they've been eating here. This whole fish is full of little shrimp. I don't know if you can see them. Just full of shrimp. That's all freshwater shrimp. That's all it's been eating. I just hate flies on it. Drives me nuts. I'm gonna have to put them in my pack somehow. This one has eggs. I know Zach likes his eggs. I don't know if I can maybe salvage these eggs. I don't know what to put them in though. Oh, it's just full of eggs. Look at the eggs in this thing. They're just spewing out. Unbelievable. But I don't really have any way of keeping them. I'd like to, but they're just falling all over the place. What I need is a cow parsnip leaf or 2. Maybe I can salvage those eggs for Zach. I mean, I'd like to have them too, to be honest with you. They're that thing is just chock full of eggs. Look at my hair here. I'm starting to look like Robert Plant off of Led Zeppelin. Time to get a haircut. You don't want to wrap it in there. Very toxic. Very poisonous plant. If I could put them on something, gut the fish, and then maybe sew it back up with my fishing hook and line. It's just so full of eggs. I've never seen a fish fuller or more full of eggs. Yeah, look at the amount of eggs in that thing. And I didn't even get them all. Almost half of them went in the lake and everywhere. A few feet of line. I got these tiny hooks. When you're out here in the bush for 30 days living off the plants and gophers and fish and whatever you can eat, you find time to do these little kind of projects. I'm sure you'll find it entertaining. Try to get the eggs back in without losing too many. I know Zach likes these. I'm going to lose a few. Throw the rest in the lake for the other fish. Whoops. I lost quite a few there because the fish flipped. But anyways, there's nothing I can do. The fish is slippery and I'm trying to get a little hook through. It's hard to get this hook through. See that though? It's working. So I mean, if you get an injury in the bush, you can sew yourself up like this too. If you have fishing line and a hook and you have a very serious injury that's absolutely bleeding out, then you do this. Just like that. See? Nothing coming out.
The 30-Day Survival Challenge Season 2 Canadian Rockies has been brought to you in part by Dr. Squatch Soap, Hidden Woodsman Gear, Go Prepared Survival, Outdoor Vitals, Wazoo Survival Gear, Simple Shot Shooting Sports, and Grim Workshop. Check out the link in the description below for the gear video of the 30-Day Survival Challenge.
Better mark the trail for Zach, and I'll hope he can figure it out. Y-stick. Arrow pointing which trail I took. That's how you communicate in the bush. Yeah, you can see all the fresh snow on the mountains in the back there. That's all from all the rain we've been having. Has been snow up high. May as well have Zach's net handy. Well, I got followers. But they didn't take it. Oh, I had one, but he got off. Well, I think it's time to try my homemade fishing rod. I see them swimming around, but are they going to bite? They're not going for the spinner anymore, but I'm going to put a small hook on here, use a bobber, cast out, let it sit, but I'm going to try to get what every one of these fish we've caught in here has had shrimp in them. They're just little. Are they dead already? No, whatever. So when I pull the logs over, I'll just collect shrimp, put 2 or 3 on a little hook, and just let it sit out there because I want to catch something for you with my homemade rod. So that's what I'm going to do. Well, I don't know. Pretty hard to get those shrimp on there. I don't think this is going to cast very good either. I think I'm going to have to be honest, take this off. And then to cast, I think I'm going to have to, don't like this monofilament. Oh, it didn't even cast. See that? Oh, I had my finger in it. I had my finger. It's awkward, but if I can get it to cast, then reeling won't be a problem. No, it's not. It's just catching on stuff. I gotta figure something different out, I guess. So we'll go back to my original idea. This here. See, I gotta perfect a way of casting this thing. That's what I have to do. I still want to catch something with it, because I know the ratchet system will work. Probably my shrimp has come off by now. Oh yeah, I see it hooked on everything. Gotta find more shrimp already. See, those shrimp, they don't like to stay on there. So I'll have to find some more shrimp. I just went with a worm. Like I say, oh, lost my balance. Probably won't cast very well. But it doesn't have to go out far. They're swimming right here anyway, so I just want to catch something with it. Oh, I didn't hardly go anywhere. Well, that's no good. I'll try again. Maybe I'll have to throw it out. I will figure out a different design for casting. I may as well think about that now. I'll take this right out for now. Just put it there. See, I was thinking that if I just, as long as it doesn't get tangled, that's a bit better. Oh, I see. It's wrapped around the fishing rod. That's part of the problem. Okay, we'll hand line it. Still wrapped around there. That went better though. It's not working. It's a nuisance more than anything. Gotta try to find a weight rock for my trap. It's pretty big. Maybe I can break it. Yep. Shut your eyes when you pound. Shut your eyes. That's more like the shape I like, because your line can fit through here and around it. I don't know, there might be too many rocks here. I may have to run a brace to these branches. Seem to be missing one of my parts. That should be good. They won't pull it out of the ground, but I'm still going to brace it, I think. Seem to be missing my trigger system, or one piece of it anyway. Wind it to the lake, towards the lake. That's probably enough. Now, I doubt I can drive my Y-stick in there. But I don't always have to use a Y-stick, okay? I mean, it's a nice thing to use, but I can also just block this with a rock. See, there we go. Oh, my trap went off. Must have been set pretty hair trigger, eh? Don't even have a line in the water, trap went off. So I heard some kayaking across the lake. I think I heard Zach say, oh, that's 3. So I guess he's caught 3 today as well. Fisherman's knot on the rock, just wrap it many times. The important part is getting enough line and hopefully not tangling it. Sometimes it gets stuck on stuff, eh? I'll see how far I can throw this. It's not bad. Got tangled right here, but it's not bad. Almost as big a nuisance as that fishing rod of mine. You don't want tension, or I mean you don't want slack in here. I guess I don't want it as hair triggers what I have. Oh, so I know that's a hair trigger at least. Okay, well I'm going to set the trigger more solid while I tie it, and then I'll set it to hair trigger. I just touched it and it went off. I mean, it's good to have a hair trigger too, within reason. Okay, now see, I've got the tension out. That's about where I want it. Whether we get anything or not, hard to say, right? I'll just wrap this around about 4 times. Okay, now I can set this a little lighter. As soon as the fish pulls on that, it should go off. And hopefully we get one. That'll do her. Cross my fingers. Check her in the morning. I don't know if I'm going to have time for every project that I have planned. We're down to 10 days tomorrow. But we're getting lots of awesome video, losing a lot of weight, but doing lots of exciting things. I mean, look at how skinny my arms are getting. Like, I gotta put some weight back on when I get out of the bush here. That's for sure. Oh yeah, there's coals. You always gotta conquer the fire. I know my first fire in Patagonia, it took me probably an hour and a half to get going. It was pouring rain, everything was wet. I couldn't really find any tinders or finally I found, I forget what they call those trees. They're like a big cedar tree. I forget the name of them. And I scraped some of the bark off and scraped the inner bark, and finally that worked. But when all the wood is either green or wet, it can be really tough to get a fire going. Doesn't matter who you are. Morning Reaper. Blackout. It's good coffee. I recommend it. Strong. If you like strong coffee, which we do. I like my coffee strong, man. So does Zach. He likes it. So strong that the spoon stands up in it. Yeah, my legs are pretty sore doing that hike every day. Very good. First fish in a couple of days. I don't know where Zach is. Got to get my energy back, get this shelter finished. Boy, I tell you, when the sun's out here, it's gorgeous, man. These mountains just speak of power. Just speak of power. Just towering up there, the weight of those rocks and the size and the grandeur is just unbelievable. Adobo. It is a pretty good spice. I like it. Well, this will get me motivated to start working on the shelter. Just making a salt brine. We did bring salt because we knew we wanted to smoke some fish. So we got some nice big, you can see Zach's fish in the background. We're getting nice big fish out of this lake. So we're going to fillet a couple, put them in a brine, and then start smoking them tomorrow. And that'll add to the flavor when we smoke them too, the salt. So, and it preserves them as well. Just gotta open up my sewing job. I know Zach likes his eggs, so and he's got some eggs. There you go, he's happy about that.
Wow, that's a lot of eggs. Holy cow.
Just get the dirt off it that way. You basically just follow the spine. When it comes to a fin like this, it doesn't matter what side the fillet it goes on. I mean, one or the other, doesn't matter. Oh, it's getting on the ground. I'm gonna have to clean that end again. Try to be careful not to get it in the dirt. Now, with the exception that I kind of got it in the dirt, there's a nice fillet for the smoker. It'll wash off a bit in the water too, and then any of the stuff will settle to the bottom. So, in the brine, I should say.
Let's play a game of chess when we're done this.
Okay.
Or do you really want to try to get your log up?
I'd like to get the one log up.
Alright, we can get it up.
Like then the frame's done, right?
Yeah.
Not much left. I'll just get rid of that. Throw it in the fire. Don't want to track bears unnecessarily. I wish it was a little cleaner, but like I say, it'll wash off in the brine. Now our brine is a little dirty, but it's what we have. That was a waste of calories.
What?
Swinging around on the thing. It's like a monkey in the bar. Okay.
All right, you got about 1.5 feet, so you can bring it to you.
Yeah, I gotta get on the other side of the tree, right? Or am
No,
I going
you're
on
on
this
the right side. You're
Oh,
on the
am I?
right side. Yeah. Come to you as far as you keep going. Keep going. A little more. Keep going.
How far?
You got like 8 inches, so I would go a little further. A little further. Right there. Could go a little. Well, yeah, it's good.
Can you pass me a knife? I know you're eating, but it's like my knife is stuck in the tree. I forgot to bring it.
So confident. Oh, and no problem up and through that dismount.
Oh, rapid and precise hand movements. A lovely routine that draws a smile from the man himself and plenty from around the room.
And his hair was perfect. I don't think so, Tim. Well, that's up. I just got to cut poles tomorrow. Try to get the rest of it done. That would be good. Get our shelters up there.
Oh.
He's done it.
Looked like he had a little bit of momentum left to burn at the end for that dismount.
Well, that's exciting. Finally, huh?
What?
You got your main support?
Well, yeah, that's good.
These young men have just taken the hometown support, the crowd support, and they have absolutely run with it.